you can actually get silence out of the game without having to mute the machine. Excellent. I'm back. Are you back? I hope you're back. We're back. Let's talk to a few more people. We're going to have a few more conversations here at Haven before we go anywhere else. Then we're going to see how I feel about the switch from Archer to dual wield.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood. To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing? You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
How is this a game?
Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
Damien, how are you?
Awful things happen every day. Get used to it.
Get used to being a pawn? To be discarded when the Maker's done with you? The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
Maybe you should be angry at the people who murdered her.
If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the Divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
I'm not really the best person to talk to. Doesn't the Chantry have people for this?
Oh.
So I should let a priest comfort me? No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again.
Yes, it will.
Come, to work then. We will speak later.
I really like Liliana as a character. A little bit less than Inquisition.
The Mage Rebellion joins the Inquisition. I've got to admit that's a twist I didn't see coming. One thing you saw in the future worries me. I mean, it was all bad. But Red Lyrium and Ferelden, infecting people and growing out of them, that's bad.
Bad.
Finding more of it really punches a hole in my Red Lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
How long does it take for Red Lyrium to grow? How fast can it spread?
It took years to infect people in Kirkwall, but no one there was actually ingesting the stuff. This Elder One managed to take the worst thing I can think of and make it worse. That's an accomplishment.
I'd like to keep hoping it's a coincidence, if you don't mind. I need to be able to sleep at night.
Honestly, I think I'll give up sleeping for the foreseeable future. I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from. I think maybe we should make that a priority. But that's enough doom and gloom. You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
I'm going to Disneyland.
That's a good point. We should celebrate. A banquet. Something like a banquet.
Word to Josephine, and I bet she could arrange anything. Things should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment to enjoy it. If the world's about to end, I'm sure the Seeker will let us know.
That unlock a mission?
Need something?
Tell me about Sarah Hawk.
I read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Ursino's fate made no sense. Nothing at the end of the last game made sense.
In the book, you say that first Enchanter Orsino turned himself into a giant monster made of corpses. How? Why?
It doesn't matter.
Do I look like an expert on magical weirdness to you? Well, I can't tell you how. For the why, all I can say is he was desperate.
Desperation.
There's no way Hawk really could have killed the Arashok. It would have started a war with the Kunari.
I was told later that the Kunari disavowed his actions. Apparently, the Arashok didn't get permission before he attacked Kirkwall, and the Qun didn't want another exalted march. When they finally sent a ship to haul the wrecked dreadnought away, they just said, "We will never speak of this again." As far as I can tell, that's the Qun's version of an apology.
Probably right.
What happened to the mage who destroyed the Kirkwall Chantry? The book never said.
He fled Kirkwall with the mages from the Circle. Stayed with them a while, but he had to move on. Somehow a lot of mages blamed him for making them live as fugitives. I don't know where he is now, and I don't want to know.
Wonder why.
Where are the rest of Hawk's associates now?
Meryl decided to look after the elves left homeless by the fighting. She's done a pretty good job of keeping them away from the mages and Templars, so far. I guess she has plenty of practice avoiding stupid human battles with her old Dalish clan. Fenris has kept himself busy, hunting down the Tevinter slavers who came south to prey on the refugees. I'm not sure exactly where he is at the moment. You can usually follow the trail of corpses, though. Isabella went back to the raiders. She's calling herself an admiral now. I don't know if she's actually in charge or just has a really big hat. Might be the same thing, honestly. Last I knew, Hawk's sister Bethany was doing something wardening near the Anderfell's border. Aveline is still guard captain. I'm pretty sure Kirkwall would fall into the sea if she quit her job.
Well, the cynic in me says, that's why I had to spend an extra 20 minutes in the keep clicking on boxes, so Varric could have those minimal lines about what happened to Hawk's companions. Just give me a save game import, please. But no, that would have been too easy. See if Bianca had any more upgrades.
Those who steal from their brothers and sisters do harm to their livelihood and their
Talk to Iron Bull before we head out.
Travel safely.
Alright, Bianca upgraded. Oh, Varric's not coming out in the party at the moment. Come on, keep him equipped.
They've got good form. Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
Did Cullen tell you he was a Templar? He's not wearing the armor.
He didn't have to. Might not be a Templar shield, but it's a Templar holding it. He angles the shield just a bit down. Helps direct fire or acid away, so it doesn't spray right into your face. Kunari learned the same thing when we trained to fight Tevinter mages. Your Templar's doing good work.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Kiwi Ninja, thank you for the host. Welcome. Been lurking out there. Hey.
I'm impressed by what Cullen has accomplished with the troops.
Damn right. It takes time to build a group into a team, but he's got their loyalty. Now he just needs them to make a decent shield wall, and they'll be good to go. Biggest problem for the Inquisition right now isn't on the front line.
Message coming in.
Damien,
Patching
thank
it
you for the
through.
host as well.
No Inquisitor.
then maybe we need one. I'd be willing.
You? Huh. Why you?
Nobody else seems to be stepping forward, and since I can seal rifts, I'm here whether I like it or not. If it proved necessary to have an Inquisitor, I could make a go of it.
For a second there, you sounded like a canary. My people don't pick leaders from the strongest, or the smartest, or even the most talented. We pick the ones willing to make the hard decisions, and live with the consequences. Who knows? Maybe you sealed the breach. The Chantry gets off its ass and all those soldiers go home and get fat.
You think?
It could happen. It won't,
But it
but
could.
it could.
Not bad. Before we talk to, I'm gonna talk to Krem too, but
So, that Tevinter guy sent you into the future?
don't worry, Bull. I'll protect you.
Every time I think I understand magic, the rules change.
I know, right? If I were a mage, I'd just throw fire at people. That's honest. Anyway, I hope our new friends have what it
That's
takes
Fireball.
to breach. Damn thing gives me a headache just looking at it.
Nice work at Redcliffe. I could help the mages learn to work with Inquisition soldiers if you like. Not that the chief has any apostates in the group.
Can we talk about the Bull's charges?
Best company you'll find from here to the Anderfells. In my time with the chief, we've gone up against everything from bandits to magic trees. We're expensive, but you'll never doubt we're worth it. Want to know anything in particular?
Are there rules for how mercenaries operate?
If you don't want some noble to treat you like bandits, yes. There's also a code of conduct most companies hold to. Keeps things civilized on the battlefield. We accept surrenders for ransom from mercenaries, nobles, and soldiers wearing a lord's colors. Our prisoners are treated well, injuries tended. We'd want the same for any of ours who got captured.
Do the chargers specialize in anything from a tactical standpoint?
Bull doesn't want us large enough to work as an army. We're better as shock troops, as skirmishers. We've got archers for hitting enemy infantry, Dalish with more archery, and Skinner and her people on the flanks. Rocky handles fortifications and traps, and Stitches keeps us all fighting. They mostly hold back. I'll lead the frontline fighters with Grim, and the chief goes wherever he can hit something.
You said something about everything from bandits to magic trees. I'll admit to some curiosity.
Right. Sylvans. That's what Dalish called them. Apparently spirits can possess trees, too. Some noble in the Dales, and they really don't like it when you call them Dalish nobles, had a haunted forest. His family had abandoned the land, but he wanted it back. The chief bought us all axes, and in we went. Between the axes and the torches, the Sylvans weren't too bad. Worst part was the squirrels.
Squirrels!
We'll talk later.
Cool. For now, maybe. This is the current mount. I've not taken out this Dracolisk. Called Dracolisk. Mountain Dracolisk. Behind you! Wolves! Squirrels! Go somewhere and do something. Yeah, being able to quick save. If you didn't already know it or hear me bitch about it earlier, if you have gamepad enabled on PC, keyboard and mouse are completely disabled. You cannot even F5 to quick save. There's no quick save mapped or mappable to the controller. And even if you use a third-party tool and map it to double up on one of your buttons to F5, it doesn't work. Thank you. That was awesome. Blackwall. Let's talk to Blackwall. Talk to Blackwall. Some of this is me being on Twitch. I think it's a pattern that I've noticed. You've probably noticed, some of you as well. A lot of these long-form RPGs with lots of NPCs to talk to. I don't know precisely what it is, but when I used to not be here on Twitch with you, I used to just play these games. I would be Much more clickety, clickety, clickety. I would go around to every corner. You know, I know a lot of you do that. And, no, I used to do that too. Everything. I would just click here, go through everything. Click here, here. Oh, let's talk to you. Do you have anything new to say this time? It's not like I feel actual pressure to not do that. It's weird instinct. I feel like I shouldn't do that, but you're not pressuring me to not do that. It's easy to miss things. I've missed a lot of NPCs,
So
conversations,
much easier to ignore when it's far away.
many games.
And to actually walk out of it. To be that close.
If I hadn't been saved by the Inquisition soldiers, I don't know what would have happened.
Inquisition soldiers? That's not what I've heard. The Breach, the Divine's death, the Wardens. It doesn't make sense. There's so much we don't know.
Your experience with the Wardens will certainly be useful.
Mostly the treaties, I expect. Old parchments you're welcome to. What about you? How do you fit into all this?
Some worship me. This is what I wanted all along. Heck if I know.
It's been a whirlwind. It's hard to say where I fit.
I guess we'll have to figure that out. For me, I'll be satisfied so long as we find the bastards that killed the Divine. They owe us some answers. I've heard rumors of abandoned Warden camps all over these parts. If we have time, I'd like to take a look. See if there's anything we can salvage.
So, at that point, when we find something that he would be interested in if he's there, what's the actual difference besides the comments? If Blackwall would like this, he's not there in the party.
Let's talk about the Grey Wardens. You must know a lot about them.
The Wardens? I'm afraid we're less exciting than we seem.
Oh, really?
The Blight's been over for 10 years. What do Wardens do when the world's not ending?
There is still Darkspawn. Just because we killed so many in Ferelden doesn't mean they're gone. And the world is not so peaceful that there's no use for good men with swords. Sometimes you have to figure out for yourself what the pledge to protect others really means. It's not always about just archdemons and blights.
What were you doing during the Blight?
Where were you during the Blight?
I was in Ferelden, on my own like always. Quietly killed my fair share of Darkspawn too.
You traveling alone?
You haven't had contact with other Wardens for a while. Why were you on your own?
It's what I've always done. Recruitment only requires one man. Besides, I've always been a loner. Works best for everyone that way.
So you have no idea where the rest of the Wardens are?
We're all gone,
If
but
I
you're
know.
here. How weird.
Crisis is over. You don't need an organized force. And orders don't change much from day to day. For the last 1,000 years or so, it's been just find Darkspawn, kill them, repeat as necessary.
Did you make sure to lather?
Let's continue this at another time.
As you wish. I'll be here if you need me.
It's all good, Damien. It's all good. Soon enough. What was over here? Special shipments, but is there actually anything new in there? Isn't. It's trolling me. There's nothing in there. Go to the Storm Coast. Do something. Talking too much. Speaking of fire, hurling fire, it's nice and honest, right? Well, let's hurl more fire. Clean burn. What this turns out to be. I want wall of fire. It's on the way. Clean burn. Chandra. You're working towards. Doesn't have charging bull yet. Doesn't necessarily need charging bull. What was that? Words. Maximum guard bonus could go up. Armor bonus could go up. Cutting words. After that, bodyguard. Accept blows meant for allies. Or livid. More foes nearby. Harder you fight and the tougher you get. Damage reduction per enemy. Yeah, I think I want to go that way. Maximum guard bonus goes up. I go down to see the dragon intro. Are you talking about... No, I haven't. We haven't gone anywhere. We just went to the coast, grabbed Bull, turned around. So... I don't remember it well enough. What are you suggesting? That I bring Bull and... We heard the dragon when we got there the first time, but we didn't go anywhere. We didn't see it. So I think we didn't get the intro you're talking about. Bless. Ice is nice. Oh, you could get wall of ice right now. I love it. Wall of ice. Ice, ice. This pleases me. Just to see it. Wheel. Wheel. Okay. Which direction do we want to go? Up the hill or down the coast? Oh, Bull and Sarah. Oh yeah, Sarah too. I forgot about that. Crazy Lace, how you doing? Sarah does get all excited. Left up the hill. So, they do get excited, but just want the intro. But then who do we actually bring? It's still cool to bring them to the fight too, right? I mean, they want to get in on it, but I don't think they're gonna make that fight doable. I don't think we can fight any dragons yet. Not even the Hinterlands dragon, not quite yet. All right, so it doesn't. All right. No mages. This is very safe. Haven't given Sarah any skills in a while. Something. She can have a better bow. You can have my old bow for now. Okay. I have some helmets. Why have I not bothered to put helmets on people? That's just lazy. Not everyone has a helmet. Particular Cassandra has no helmet. She can't put that one. It's level 9. Alright, she still doesn't have a helmet. Hey, Manny. Only 72,000 seconds to go. That's awesome. Wonder how many frames we will steadily leak during that time. Dragoon! Hey, Dragoon. Thank you for the tip, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. Did you leave a message? Let me see. Leave a message at the beep. Cheers to the best in the biz! I salute you. Dragoon. Rock, thank you. Thank you for the kind words, man, and the generous tip. King of the Jungle. You're depressed? You turned 30 today. You know, you're not the only birthday today. Not the only birthday today. Happy birthday to you, King of the Jungle. I'm gonna flash a birthday message on screen, and it's gonna say Miss Misery. Although I think I can actually add another to it. I have a viewer 2 here. Happy birthday, Miss Misery and King of the Jungle. Here's viewer 2. OBS should have a second one. They don't. It's hotkeyed. I kind of have to do it like this. Roar! Cheers, man. All right. We're going up the coast. I was gonna skill them up. We want to go up. I think this actually does end up going up that way. Remember, I respect from bows into daggers. And I haven't had a single fight yet, so I'm not sure what I've got mapped where. I think I know what I have mapped, but how to make use of it. Probably just go off the path. Off the path. Where? The falling rocks. Still going the right way? I haven't played in nearly 2 years. Not quite. Will be. Serpentstone. Get some nice materials out here. Yeah, 24-hour stream on your birthday. Supply list. Meticulous list of necessary supplies found in a birdwatcher's journal. Missing should be fine. Anything to defend yourself with.
Those must be the bandits Harding mentioned.
Hot Dog's dropped his salad on the floor for your birthday and for miseries. This, all right. Help me out here. Am I even going the right way? I have the wrong party makeup because we wanted to see their comments on a dragon. Am I even heading towards said dragon? Because it's been so long, I don't remember. Like we need to be going up. Skills. Iron Bowl. Whirlwind. Clear a path. Way to earth-shaking strike. Sarah, 3. Taking over for me here. Alright, got Sarah knockout powder. I don't think she'll be in the party too much. Dragoon. Rock and roll. Alright, I don't even know what level these bandits are going to be. 7. Perfect! Let's do it. What do I have? I have Twin Fangs and the one that puts me in stealth. I've got Poison Blades. Puts me in stealth. Lock on. Twin fangs coming out of stealth. Should get, I don't know, I have to relearn what does what. Cool thing is, about daggers, you get to get up close and personal. I can still dive around, although I can dive around a little bit less. All as much. And with the right items, I think there's even a way I can trick out the gear later to build up a little bit of guard. A little bit of guard. That sound right? I'm gonna be able to do that. Grappling chain ring. Remember that I've got skills I now want to use that are on the toggle. I went into the hills. I might need to be at the shoreline. Okay, yeah, I definitely did that. You know how much I love getting directions on Twitch. So I don't know where we're going for this dragon. And we're not trying to fight the dragon, right? We're just going for cool comments. And I'm all for that, but I'm kind of just wandering here. Blind. Are we going somewhere down there? On the shore, it's on the shore, it's on the shore. That's one of the things I love about the leap too. You can effectively cover gaps with that leap. It does work. Who wouldn't want to do that? Right. Cover that. Slide. You don't need to take damage. Just slide. Tibor, how you doing? Ah, I remember this now.
That's badass.
That is badass.
Wow, we can watch, yeah?
Yeah. We can watch. I'm so glad I forgot this. What close can we get? Yes, Lime, I did. Welcome. Don't get too close. Hey, all right, King of the Jungle, heading out to your brothers for a few drinks. Happy birthday again. We'll catch you later. Oh, hey now. No, 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 no. We, follow you, big guy. Very worth it. Thank you. Thank you. That was worth it. Now, I think Sarah and Bull have more to say on it too. But is that not until you actually fight the dragon? Nothing more to say. What level is this guy? not the correct party. Remember? Don't have my mages. Let's get Sarah. Go, team, go! Oh, that's right. I'm not an archer anymore. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. I didn't even get there. Go, team! Okay, Wildhead, have fun. Sarah's codex gets updated the first time you fight a dragon. I've not actually gone into the codex yet for, I don't think for anything. First time you fight a dragon, so not just spot the dragon. Where is Sarah's codex? Crude drawing of a guard with her breeches at her ankles. Yeah, I think we found the right one. I'm not going to go reading everyone's codex entries right now, but since we were just talking about Sarah's, but report by Josephine has been defaced numerous times in a different hand. On Sarah, Red Jenny, and Velicissima Lady Parts von Knucklefronts. Falls to me to comment on this Red Jenny, for as a creature of the court, I must have seen the effect of her actions, although I cannot be certain. Does that make them effective or ineffective? What I know is that she has vexed city's guardsmen across Thedas and always escaped. Accessing all available records, it seems clear that there have been multiple embodiments of the name, often at the same time. Limitations of communication are such that this is impossible to verify in the moment. Crude drawing of a guard with her breeches at her ankles. Severity of the attributed actions vary wildly from petty to outright vicious, while official reports label these actions unfair. I have knowledge of many named as victims and several are of suspect character. Sarah would call them something altogether untoward. Yes, Mom. Shits, the lot of them. There are tales of Red Jenny targeting criminals, slavers, and even assassins' guilds. The benefit of having a local is that they're invested in regional concerns, although this obviously varies. I can discern no protocol. Don't need a title to be awful and deserve it. So who is our Red Jenny? She's been amusing herself in Val Royeaux for some time, although it is clear from her accent that she is deeply Ferelden. She met with outright laughter in my inquiry as to whether she had any special elven concerns that I could address. I've conferred with Leliana about the danger of this group, and our estimation is that this incarnation of Red Jenny is, at least, a good distraction. Oh, the scary one cares. Alright then. Well, we'll be fighting dragons at some point, and we can bring Sarah out for one of them. But we won't be fighting dragons this moment. Let's go back to camp, switch the party up, and then do a few things here at the Storm's Coast. With a tank and 2 mages. Or 2 tanks and a mage. Or something. Iron Bolt can build up guard. But right now on Nightmare, I don't have good enough control. And maybe it's an experience thing as well as skills that he's going to need, and maybe gear, but he's just not effective here for me right now. Sarah, I don't think 2 rogues is very good on Nightmare. Sure, it can be done just fine. Tank and 2 mages. That's my bag, baby. Nistogan, hello. Welcome, welcome. Go use that Ocularum before we go anywhere. Hey, Justice. How's your day going? Or how has it gone? How's your night going? What are you doing this weekend? Shards. Start up high. Down. Do one down. Search this area more first. There. Dragoon, what are you doing? Thank you, man. Thank you again. Couldn't help it. You couldn't help it. Man, I like this. Couldn't help it. But restrain yourself. Dragoon, man. Thank you so much. Don't overdo it now, you hear.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
This area doesn't work very well for my systematic approach. Maybe I never panned far enough over. Hey, Justice, thank you for the host, man. Welcome, everyone. You're just getting here with Justice. We are really just getting started for the night. We're gonna be playing Dragon Age all night. And I completely lost where I was. I would normally pan across and just go down like this. There's a lot of different levels here, though, and I completely lost any sense of order to this. I'm just looking for the third one. Try and restrict myself to this half. If I don't find it, I'll go over to the right half. Do like separate little grids. I don't know about 10 out of 10. I don't know about 10 out of 10. But it's a good game. Misery, welcome back. There's the other birthday. Today is Misery's birthday. There it is, out on the water. Like Tetris. Well, just don't do it like I just did it. Yeah, no particular trials. Exactly that. It's just on Nightmare difficulty, which is plenty. That didn't work very well. Blade. Switch targets. Ah, tree. Definitely gonna take me a while to get used to fighting with daggers again. Ow! It's the blue bar above health. It is a it's a barrier since you don't have proper healing spells in this Dragon Age. Instead, you've got Guard, which is the armor-like silver bar that builds up over the health bar, and you've got barriers. Mages cast the barriers, and Guard is built up in different ways. They both, in a way, serve as temporary health. Well, the Guard really does. It's like having extra health, but the barrier has different properties in the way it provides defense. So, what's the plan here on the coast? What are we doing? Shards, shards. Rendezvous point, cleaning house, meet with a group of bandits. Hey, 3rd Street Saints. Hello, hello. Oh, everyone in Tropic J. Oh. You climb that.
Let me get this straight, Solus. You're an apostate, neither Dalish nor city elf, who lived alone in the woods studying spirits.
Is that a problem for you?
No, you're a special and unique snowflake. Live the dream.
Don't let your dreams just be dreams. You're a special, unique snowflake. Live your dreams. We're real short on all the herbs. Everything. Did some upgrades day before yesterday. Daggers are very fun. Just leaping in instead of leaping out. Alright, I can get on board with that. I've played it before. It was one of the plays I did. This is way before Twitch. But my last play of this game and the one I did on Nightmare, once upon a time, that was with a bow. This will be very different. That was supposed to be death blow, not soften him up blow. Although there's an upgrade for it that sort of changes the skill that way. Not a first blood move. Damien, are you out for now? We'll catch you later. You have fun too. Just Wide blade sword. Okay, Jim. Sleep well, man. We'll see you later. Come back, check on us tomorrow. Have a good night. First shard. Lot to see from here.
These must be the missing soldiers.
We should see that their families are notified.
Find the bandits, deal with them. Okay. Bandit notes found near murdered Inquisition soldiers. Paper is not crumpled or torn, as though it were left behind instead of dropped. Not our place to disagree. They're attempting to set themselves up along the shore, and we have orders. We are the sword, not the hand that wields it. You taught me that. If they're worthy, let them come with the Mercy's crest. Blades of Hessarian will listen. You will only get yourself cast out.
Our men were murdered by a group called the Blades of Hessarian. It seems there's a way to challenge their leader.
Hessarian? As in Archon Hessarian? Didn't think Southerners cared for that part of Andraste's story.
It looks like the bandits are camped further along the beach.
Bet you that fire staff is no better than the ice staff he's wielding. Leave it. Oh! I have dive on that before. I did. Must be why I'm trying to dive around like that. Should I rearrange those? Think about this for a second. Things. I think I jumbled some of my skill buttons when I switched from bows to daggers. Playing a Kunari in Inquisition, what class is better? If you're talking about lore, I mean, I don't know. I guess you could really make anything work. But, what are we talking about here? Which class is better? You'd be playing as Tal Vashoth. Nice and quiet when we're not fighting. Hey, Happy Popo! How are you not dead, bro? Oh, but the night is young. But the night is so young. How are you doing? Kill them! Kill them all! Go follow me and see if any of them come out. Why don't we do that? Hello. Who's where? Dorian was down, Solus got him up. They've been quaffing potions. I'm almost dead. Got some bees. She'd love some bees. Definitely gonna. Not used to being at close range since switching, and I should not be the only one fighting a guy with a shield. Sandra, I'll take the dog, you take the guy with the shield. It gets really crazy when you're up close. At least with the bow, I can stand back and see a little bit more of what the hell is going on. Nice ragdoll at the end, and then he just disappeared. DBA Bob, what was going on? That's what I was wondering. Sorry, I got a confusing message. Makes no sense. Art in Hightown, Chapter 2. Collect them all, read them in order. I think we got Chapter 3 or 5 already. Magistrate Dunwald's butler had the air of a man who had never risen before dawn in his life. Stared down his nose at Donin Brennikovic and his partner Jevlin as if he were on some lofty balcony above them instead of standing in the parlor in his dressing gown. The magistrate is indisposed. This can wait until a reasonable hour. He gestured for the guards to see themselves out. The magistrate is dead, Donin corrected him. Wake the household. As the butler left, Jevlin shifted uneasily in his new armor. Shouldn't the captain be here? Want to go back to the barracks? Be my guest, Donin said with a shrug, only half listening as he studied the collection displayed in the room. A dozen ancient swords lay nestled in display cases, protected from dust and prying fingers. He moved to lift the lid to the nearest one. Devlin started to protest, but then the doors opened. She had eyes the color of topaz and dark hair that fell across her brow like sword strokes. She strolled into the parlor with such dignified elegance that Donin didn't realize for several minutes that she was clad in a housecoat, not a ball gown. You have news about my husband? What's Seamus done this time? Seamus, we call him Seamus, forget to pay his bill at the Rose? She seated herself and indicated the guards do the same. Donin nodded at the recruit to speak up. Devlin started, No, Lady Dunwald. Actually, she interrupted him with a wave. Marielle, please. Lady Marielle, your husband has been murdered. Donin took over for the flustered recruit. When did you see him last? Marielle stared at him, her jewel-colored eyes wide, and her voice cracked on. Murdered? Seamus? But a heartbeat, maybe two, passed, and she again became the perfect picture of noble grace. I saw him at dinner, she answered in a tone anyone might use to comment on the weather. He left before dusk. He said he was going to play Wicked Grace with Comte de Favre. You know of anyone who might have wanted him dead? Jevlin asked softly. People want magistrates dead on principle. She gave a wry smile, but her voice grew pained. Criminals, political rivals, even people in his district who disagreed with him. He drifted off, lost in thought, and then turned to Donin, eyes blazing. A week ago, a letter came. Vague threats. I thought it was nothing, but it upset Seamus. Who sent it? Donin asked. It wasn't signed, but the seal was 6 crossed swords. Arsano, welcome. Yeah, would not be the first rodeo. But one of these days I'll pass out on you all. I don't plan for it to be tonight. One day, though. It's 6 o'clock here. I've got some food coming in 40 minutes or so. It'll be awesome. Take another break, grab some food. Break whenever the food comes. If it's early, if it's late. Unless it's right in the middle of something. I think we're done here for now. I don't think there's any more loot to find. The coast. Go to the coast and see if we can't get to one of the other camps. Signs of the Wardens. Is that the stuff Blackwall would be with us for? Might be with us for. Finds that several Grey Wardens passed through the area, but scouts have been unable to track them all with the bandits around. Asian food, basically. It's a mixed place. They've got all kinds of things. Chinese, Japanese, Thai, lots of things. A mess of food. You can gain them as an agent if you use the amulet. Who are we talking about? Gee, who are we talking about? Gain them as an agent if you use the amulet. Sorry, Lamia, your name doubled. Sent you a message. Lamia, I shall address thee as Lamia. Lamia. I don't know if that helps explain, but that's what's going on. Let's go back to the original camp so we can refresh on supplies. Then we'll go down the coast instead of up in the hills for now.
Word for you.
Craft the Amulet of Mercy. Gain the Thessians as allies. Just have to kill the leader then. Is that something? Mercy's Crest? Is that what you're talking about? These special amulets are respected by the Blades of Hissarion, and fashioning them will allow our agents to negotiate with the cultists and perhaps gain some converts to our cause. Power. 2 Serpent Stone, 1 Deep Stalker Hide. Which, I have the... Thank you. That was pretty cool. Iago, thank you as well. Hey, Melius, how you doing? Mercy's Crest. Does it matter who wears it? Go ahead and wear it, but I wonder if it matters who is wearing it. Thank you for that tip. Oh, too late, you murdered them all. Oh, you're talking about at that camp. Aren't there more bandits, like, further? I thought that was just the first of their camps. Good, Melius, good.
We've some supplies here.
Let me get away from the water. I'm feeling seasick already.
Well met, Sirrah.
We're gonna pick up a lot of herbs along the coast. We need tons of blood lotus. Not gonna find much elf fruit down here, but spindleweed, blood lotus, maybe other things. Guards identified the ocularum. How far in? Not far. Do it, Haven. Discipline achieves. Gonna save my throat. The long haul here.
Why are you looking at me like that, Dorian?
I'm imagining
Message coming
what
in.
you would look like.
Patching it through.
Hey, Merc, thank you for the
Keep
host.
wondering.
Welcome.
If my uncle couldn't put me in one, neither shall you.
Kuhn. We've talked about and read a bit about the Kuhn in the previous games. This is good, I guarantee. But with 20 hours to go and a week, my throat's been off all week. It's mostly reflux, though. I did have some bug that hit me last weekend, and I think I'm good and past that. But what my throat's been dealing with, my whole mouth is kind of scorched. It's reflux related. So it's not going anywhere anytime soon. I just have to deal with it. That being said, I don't want to overdo it. It doesn't feel good. Yay, platforming! I think I can quite dive up. No, I did not just fall in a pit. Finally got a large enough cardboard box for your solid snake cosplay. The box was holding you up? Of course the box was holding you up. So it's all falling into place now. I'm doing this for iron. Okay. About something better than iron. I'll still take the iron. Gamepad controls enabled on PC means you cannot push F5 on the keyboard. A quick save. Can't. Level 8 Deep Stalkers. Wonder if I'd be able to lure a couple of them out. They won't stay in those positions like they should, like they would have in Origins. They will snap to position if you go not even that far. Kind of frustrating. I wanted to scout around in here and leave them outside for a minute. It's just not really a thing. Hello. Trouble. Nobody say anything. God, I wish I could quick save, man. I don't mind reaching for F5. It just, I know you're giving me shit, but it's really a thing. How could they have left everyone hanging? There are a fair number of threads saying, why can't we do this? No answer. No explanation that means anything, ever. About respecking the daggers. Part of what I was thinking was, oh, it'll be so much more exciting overall. You know, I want to be stab, 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 stab. The other hand, that's fucking crazy, right? Can you see what's going on in the middle of that? I can't really. It's halfway to Diablo. Where we came in. Poke the bear. Make him really, really angry. Alright, good night, hot dogs. We'll see you in the morning. Get some Z's for me! See where we are. Boom, boom, boom. There's an Astrarium. Might need to go back and up this way. Maybe not. Head out towards that rift. What level that rift is. Or... Hold on. Can I not get out there right now? I think I can't get out there yet. Right? No. Lovely. Orin's Outlook. Dragonlings. Heavy dragon things. Yeah. Yikes. Oh, hold on, change plans. Target. Oh, come on now. Shit, where is Solus? Pay attention, Jay. Group is dying. You just suck down all your potions. Have I killed any dragons yet? No, Popo. We just went and had one little encounter for giggles. Not quite strong enough to take on any of the dragons on Nightmare yet. I don't think. We're level 8. We can take on any of the dragons yet? I think... What's a... Even if we were feeling punchy, wouldn't we want to be 10, 11, 12 before taking on any of the dragons? I don't remember. Mad Matt, what's going on? Lordon, what's up? What's up? You both doing? Say, any of you guys know how to Madison?
Your magical skill is impressive, Dorian.
I bet he knows how to Madison.
So. Would you not conserve energy with a less flashy style, however?
Yes, and I'd live longer if I only ate rice and boiled vegetables. But that's just as unlikely.
Didn't take all the potions. First thought was going down the coast to get to that camp. Rifted, huh? There's a rift. I don't think we're prepared for this rift. Still tempted. Maybe we can get up to the Astrarium. And, heck, there were rifts on the way to the camp anyways. What was I thinking? We're gonna need to replenish. Running down the coast again. We gotta open up these other camps so we can travel to them. Get up that Astrarium. I think I can go up this way. Oh my god. They really were studying Bethesda games, weren't they, when they made this? It's all good, Matt. Life happens. Oh, looks like a fun one. I used to know, I mean, there's a simple sort of trick to it. You pick the starting one based on the adjacent pieces. I don't know. If anyone remembers the easy trick, identify a good starting node for pretty much every puzzle, let me know. See if I can remember. Did I just see it in my head? Oh, I'm so gonna screw this up. Okay. Shit. No. Jet. that. Which one I'm at right now? I think I just screwed it there. Last second. What have I done? Let me just play out a little more of this. It's not gonna, this won't complete it. Close, but no. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. There is sort of a trick to identifying a node that will be an appropriate starting or lead to an appropriate ending point. Let me stare at it for another second here. Exhaustus! This is Dragon Age. Yeah. Weird mini game they added. Pretty cool one. I like it. I like constellations. Not always a fan of mini games. And get on board with this. What I'm trying to play out in my head is whether I do the bottom bits before the center bits, come back up to finish the center, or try to do the center and then come back to the center either to finish it with one line or just not even have to make one line. Just winging it though is not a good plan. I mean, it's impossible to just wing it, but how can winging it be a good plan? That. Now we need to end up at that. Okay. End up at that. 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 How will we get? Both. Not gonna work. I can already. I'm almost positive I see why it's already gonna fail. On this node here, I could go up here and complete that. At any rate, that one up. This one is tricky. Totally looked this up. How did I end up at such a hard one all of a sudden? On the plus side, sometime in the next 15 minutes, I'm going to have food. We're going to take a break sometime in the next 15 minutes. Maybe it's going to take 1,500 minutes to solve this. I'll tell you what, Dina, do you remember which is a good starting point? Do I want to start at one of the nodes I was starting at? Maybe not. Let me try something a little different here. What did I say about not just winging it? What the hell am I thinking? Just winging it again. Not that hard to see your way through a... Try and plan out your... You can kind of cross things off. You go through a little area and you're like, alright, that's off. Done. Why am I trying to explain what I'm visualizing in my head? That's not going to work. Do the middle before you do the bottom. Woo! I'm not going to pretend I had a plan for that. I just shifted my starting point. I did the same starting point a few times and then thought, okay, well maybe if I get one leg of the middle, one part of the middle out of the way before I do that, somehow I'll be able to... It worked, okay? It worked. Constellation for Venial, commonly referred to as the Oak. The constellation for Vanus is generally represented by a towering tree with leafless branches. Many scholars believe this is a representation of nature that harkens back to the lore of the early Neromanians, whose belief largely aligned with animism prior to the rise of old god worship and the creation of the Tevinter Imperium. Others, however, believe Vanus was originally a constellation of the Elven people, specifically a depiction of Andruil, goddess of the hunt. Bir Tandal, Tanadal, or Way of the Three Trees, is a central tenet of Andruil, and some think that Vanus originally represented this concept. Nice. Well, that was fun. There's a rift down there. We are not in any shape for the rift right now. Just aren't. But up here. See another astrarium. Can I... I'm gonna get in a fight going up here too. Everyone with me? Creepy. You're right behind me. Let me help me out. I don't completely under. Morin's Outlook. The large statue situated in Morin's Outlook once served as a marker for ships going to trade with the dwarves. On an assumed connection with the great port at Darwin's Mouth, nothing is known of the statue's namesake. Potions belt. Oh, a potions belt. Now check that out. That is not like other gray items. If I remember, potions belt. I want that. One extra potion. It's a pretty big deal. Especially if you're bees, grenades, if you're throwing any kind of grenades. I think it counts for grenades. Potions belt. Let me out! Let me out! Pretty cool. I like the statue. Just potions? Just potions? Florida, it's my favorite BioWare game. Did I ask that before? Mass Effect 2, probably. Probably. Let's just check the statue before we check anything else. Could actually be up in here too. Let me just start high. We'll just pan all the way. Three of three. Okay, back to the camp.
This might interest you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Potion belt. Now I can hold one extra potion here, but it did not change the number of healing potions, just extra potion. And in this case, bees, not a potion. I got it. All right. Not quite as cool as I remembered. Knee-jerk reaction. We're going back down the coast, but this time I want to head towards that camp. Actually, head towards... Start by heading towards that rift. So, thinking about where we are in the game, still at Haven. Not that it's going to be easy to guess how far we get and where we end up. But I'm curious, where do you think we will end up, or get to? What do you think we're going to end up doing tonight? Because we've got a lot of time, but a lot of options, and it could go a lot of different ways. We're not going to get that far into the game, but a lot farther than we are now. And we do get to pick from different areas to go and quest. If we're going to be doing some leveling up, if we want to get to 11, 12, before going on to the next main quest, we're going to be here in the Storm Coast maybe for a little bit, but we can go to some other places too. Storm Coast is kind of dreary. I realize that. It's cool, but wet. It looks a little bit like this out today here. Minus the sea. Kind of gray all day. Iron. The Deep Stalkers have respawned. Take on the Hinterlands Dragon when you reach 11. Give it a go. Oh, we haven't gotten to Skyhold yet. I definitely, like, if we don't see Skyhold tonight, that would be bad. I don't think we need to worry about that, though. It's true, there's so much stuff at the table to unlock, from bridges to nowhere and all kinds of things. Shard up the hill. Me too, Florida, and I'm gonna have to go lore light tonight just to save my voice. For the many things that will get read, including a bunch of lore, but a lot of it's just gonna have to go unread tonight. Doorbell! Okay, it is break time. I will see you all very soon.